Hi guys, Spectre here. So as the title reads, redundancy. Basically, me and my fellow co-workers are getting made redundant. And basically that's from the next 2 weeks. I just found that out today. So I'm more than a bit pissed off. I'm not in a great place mentally. I know I normally do a big solid for you guys and offer you an incentive on Twitch where I buy game codes each month. I'll probably have to stop that until I can get into a more stable financial situation. And then I can start it up again. It's just one of those legendary bad days. You feel disappointed, you feel let down, you feel betrayed. I mean, the only real way to guarantee job security is by being your own boss. You're self-employed, there's nobody to tell you what to do. You're your own boss. It's just shit. I've worked there for 13 years. Over a decade. Some of the guys, 2 or 3 of them, have worked there longer than me. And we have an option to work on the sales floor, but a lot of the guys who work in the warehouse got moved in there off the sales floor because they're no good at it. They can't sell. I can't either. I did apply for the warehousing role when I first applied to work at the company, but I've done sales in the past and I'm not good at it. I hate sales. Cannot stand it as a job. I would never apply for any form of sales driven job. I'd rather not work than do a sales job. It makes me completely unhappy. I can't do the work. I'm not good at it. And it affects my mental well-being. Having to do a job like that makes me that unhappy. And a lot of the other guys are the same way. Some of those in a worse scenario than me because they've got wives and children. I ain't got a wife or a kid. I mean, I've got my apartment. I've probably got 4 or 5 months of savings to keep this over my head. That gives me that amount of time to find another job. Because they also want us to do this sales job while doing our warehouse job. So basically we're doing 2 jobs for the price of 1. The only person who would accept that would be a madman. Or in the case of one of our guys, a yes man. There's basically a 7-strong warehouse team. So me and 6 others. And 6 of us are basically saying no, we're not going to do it. We don't enjoy sales, we can't do the job. They're giving us sales-based targets on the 1st of August. They're setting us up to fail. We wouldn't be in the jobs by December this year because we can't meet the targets while doing our current job. We haven't got enough time. And bear in mind, some of those guys don't work full-time either. Some of them work like 25 hours, 30 hours like myself. And it's like I've got to do all my warehouse responsibilities and then try and meet my sales targets as well. Which, knowing this company, they won't be realistic targets. They never are. So, the other option is redundancy. But how it reads is, if you are offered a suitable role within the business and you decline it, you may not be eligible for redundancy. Which seems pretty fucking harsh considering they're making your role redundant. That would imply redundancy. But it looks like because the company overspent on getting rid of a load of team leaders and assistant managers last year, because they all saw the dollar bills and took it, or should I say the pound signs and took it. And now they're trying to get rid of a lot of the operations team without having to pay us. It's basically there's the door sort of thing. Nice to be needed, ain't it? It's like a fucking knife in the back that they're still fucking twisting. And it'll just be some little corporate dickhead who's come up with the idea, who's never worked on the ground floor a day in their life. I don't blame my managers at store level. It's not their fault. It's not their decision. But it's just shit when you've worked there that long and then this is how they want to try and downsize the company. It's also because store level retail's on its arse, but that's because everything's moving online these days. We just didn't expect it to hit us quite this soon. But it's going to be funny when they employ some new people who are going to work both shop floor and warehouse. They've got to meet the targets, which is going to drive them fucking insane. And they've got to get trained. The people who normally train them are me and my guys. And we're not going to be there. We've got 2 weeks. And we're gone. And it takes longer than 2 weeks to train someone. Quite a bit longer. So that's going to be funny in itself, but that's going to be their shit show to deal with. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to have anything to do with it. So it's a bit of a shit start to 2022, not going to lie. I mean, at the moment I can still do my content creation, my YouTubing, my Twitch streaming. That's going to continue as long as I've got the apartment. If I do end up having to lose the apartment, then I might have to temporarily stop it until I can get my situation stabilised. But we're going to see if I can make a good go of it on YouTube and Twitch. It's my, it's always been my goal anyway. I love doing it. And maybe this might be the kick that I need. I mean, not like I don't give 100% anyway. I stream 6 days a week. I make content 7 days a week on YouTube. Even when I'm not streaming, I'm making content. I'm always doing something. But it's just... it's a very shit situation to be in. It really is. And I worry about some of my guys. They're in worse situations than me. Some are in better situations because they've at least got, like, they're still at home with mum and dad. They've only got the car to pay for, and mum and dad can probably pay for the car. They're not in too bad a situation. But the majority of us are in that situation. And it just shows you what the corporate machines can be like sometimes. You are just a number, you know. You're not a name. You don't really mean anything. And the only way to ensure that is by being your own boss at the end of the day. Anyone's replaceable these days. Just like a faulty product. And we deal with enough of those, believe me. But I thought I'd let you guys know anyway. And I'll be available on Discord, you can contact me. And I'll still be doing my streaming and my YouTubing. But you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you all soon.